Illinois Congressman Mike Quigley sits on that committee and joins us right now. Let's start with this. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has continued to deny texting war plans, saying that it's not, high secret intelligence. Based on what you've seen and heard so far, is this information classified, or should it be?
Well, it certainly should have been. You're talking about a military operation, the who, what, when, why, where, and how of that military operations. If that information is released, the success of the operation is at risk. The people participating in that operation are put at risk, including U.S. personnel. So, look, anyone else of lower rank would be out by now. This is inexcusable. This is what happens when you put inexperienced, frankly, sycophants in charge of the military and the intelligence community. People who are out to settle scores, like Kash Patel. People who have cozied up to dictators, like Tulsi Gabbard. They're in over their head, and as a result, we're less safe.
I just want to make sure you're okay. I hear some sort of yelling, I think, in the background. Are you safe where you are right now?
That's my colleague, Mr. Jordan.
Oh.
That's
all
my
right.
colleague, Mr. Jordan.
You can bring him over and maybe we can ask him some questions. All right. Waltz, I want to sort of play what Waltz had to say about this investigation and who is responsible for this.
I just talked to Elon on the way here. We've got the best technical minds looking at how this happened. But I can tell you for 100%, I don't know this guy.
So you don't know what staffer is responsible for this right now?
Well, look, a staffer wasn't responsible, and look, I take full responsibility.
So if he takes full responsibility, what should happen to him?
Well, look, he should be gone too, but look, they all know they're on a commercial app talking about an extraordinarily important, dangerous military operation. There's simply no excuse. But I guess I shouldn't be worried because someone's going to get a good scolding here. The fact of the matter is they have to treat this information carefully, not just because of those involved and the success of the operation. It's much bigger than that as it relates to our safety. Who is going to trust us with this information? We formed OD&I in the first place, post 9/11, to encourage information sharing after the failure of such before 9/11. We did this to avoid another 9/11. To encourage sharing within the intelligence community, but also with our allies. What ally is going to trust us now when such incompetence is borne before the whole world? Those sources and methods are important to their security as well. They realize if they were to give us information and we talk about it on a commercial app, anyone of lower rank on this would already be fired by now. They'd be out of the military because it's such a dangerous action that was committed. And the fact that no one's taken responsibility other than, oops, I'm sorry, just shows that they have a disdain and a lack of concern for what these offices do.
I do want to ask you what can be done about it. What can Democrats do about it, being that you are not in control of the House or the Senate at this point? And so far, the president standing behind them. So far, some Republicans seem to be very much standing behind them and using other excuses for what happened, even blaming the app itself, and the app saying we had nothing to do with this. You added the reporter. It was nothing to do with how things work. So what can Democrats do about this right now?
Look, I think all you can do now is use your voice and your vote. And my voice is telling the American people this incompetence is making you less safe, and draw out all the details that we will again today in the open hearing before the Intelligence Committee. The fact of the matter is we recognize we can only call for an investigation. We can only let the American people know what's taken place and draw attention to the fact that the Republicans are doing nothing about it.
Representative Mike Quigley, thank you so much for enduring my questions, but also for enduring the loudness that was next to you earlier. We will talk to you in a bit. Thanks.
I'm used to it here. Thank you.
Me too. John?